Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. Today is Friday, May 16, Flex Friday on Prize Picks. It is approximately 2 a.m. in the morning Pacific time. Been covering WNBA and researching the three games we have on slate. Season opener for WNBA. We got another sport to put slips in. Full slate for MLB, and we do got an NBA game as well. We'll have a separate video covering NBA and MLB. But this one will be focused on the three WNBA games for today's slate. Check your promotions tab. Obviously, we do have Flex Friday slip protected play, but we also have a WNBA protected play as well. Gonna keep it transparent. The last 2 days hasn't been kind to us, especially for my core member. I think we only hit one PGA slip in the past 2 days. KBO's been full with rainouts, but hopefully we bounce back. I will be holding a promo code for returning users, new users, and current users, 50% off for the next month on my Discord. Use code WNBA. But let's get started on today's slip. First one I'm going to be going with is going to be Rickel Jackson. And you got two options from the Sparks. You can pick Hamby, Dearica Hamby, or Rickel Jackson. I like Rickel Jackson today, and I'm going to be going with her points. PRA is solid. It is at 54% hit rate to go over on DG Fantasy. Fantasy score is alright, but I am afraid of her turnover, especially given that's the first game of the season. So PRA or points, either or. I'm going to be taking her points in that protected play. For Hamby, best spot for Hamby, I do like her rebounds and assists best. Should be at 12. And it's exactly at 12. So this is going to get bumped to 12.5 closer to game time. So hopefully you guys get that in. But that is an option. I'm going to pivot to Rickel Jackson, but probably on another slip I will be taking Dearica Hamby. She had a heck of a start last season, her first month. She was one of the top players for the Sparks. Points, everything was up. Fantasy score, she was a wagon for the first month and a half of last season. So she may have that hot start once again. But for this game, Rickel Jackson is my top option for the Sparks. Obviously, I do have them going, having the win money line. If you're taking money line, I do have the Sparks winning this one. Next up, we're gonna go with Brittany Griner. New team. She's gonna have a monster season. I believe she's gonna have a monster season, especially with their new team, Atlanta Dream. Matchup is there for her in her first game. I do have the Atlanta Dream winning money line against Washington. Griner, best option for her. Rebounds and points and rebounds will be my top options. I see her rebounds getting bumped. As you can see, it's already becoming a popular play. 53.6% hit rate to go over on DG Fantasy. So I'm going to be taking Brittany Griner. Next three, it's going to be surprisingly, I'm going to be taking three Dallas players. First one is going to be Orike, and she is probably my top one. Points, you can see it's a popular play. I'm going to go with the rebounds and assists. 3 games last season against Minnesota. She's gone over all 3 of them. She had a 100% hit rate. 10, 11, and 14 RA against Minnesota last season at 8. I'm going to be taking the over here. I see this getting bumped to 8.5. Obviously, you can target any of the gobbies, as I'm taking the regular line since we do have a protected play. Next up is Carrington. Points will be my top option. I see it getting bumped to 12.5, maybe 13. Fantasy score is solid as well. So points or fantasy score, we'll take the fantasy score in this one. Big reason why, which brings me to my next one, and I'm going to go with the probably top rookie, maybe rookie of the year, and that is Paige. She is a starter, first season making her debut. She's going to have a heck of a season. But I'm going to keep in mind, Caitlin Clark, last season, her season debut, she had 20 points, a couple rebounds, and assists, but she did have 10 turnovers. And I'm not saying Paige is going to have 10 turnovers, but she is going to have a couple, especially against Minnesota, plays great defense. Given her first game out, I'm going to be taking her fantasy score, and this is probably the only time I'm going to be taking the under on her for this season. So this is a risky play, but we do have a protected play. I'm going to be taking the under. Big reason, Carrington 25.5 and giving the rookie at 29. I mean, I think we're overlooking DeJounte Carrington, especially with the Rookie on the squad as well. But like I mentioned, tough matchup against Minnesota Lynx. I want to put Nafisa Collier. She's probably my top option. But obviously, Price Picks does not have Nafisa Collier. I think she's going to be a beast. She's probably going to be the... They do not have her. They do have her on possibly another platform. So shop around. They might have her on Sleeper or Underdog. But here on Price Picks, Nafisa Collier was my top pick. But unfortunately, they don't have anything. So I had to pivot to a couple of Dallas players. But I do like Arika in this spot, especially Carrington. Paige, you can check her points. I think her points might be a popular option. 14.5. I'm just going to go with their fantasy score. It's probably going to bite me in the butt. But 29, too high, especially the first game out. I mean, she can go crazy and score 25 points. But I'm going to be taking the under. A good option if you don't want to take the fantasy score. Rebounds is probably the best option since that's probably the only one over on DG Fantasy. It does have it at 53% hit rate to go over. As far as other props, it's clearly at 50.9% to go over, some of them to go under, so it's a close call. Rebounds was the only one that had the over. Fantasy score, that is more of a personal opinion since DG does not have fantasy scores up this early in the day. But Paige, less. Carrington, more fantasy score. Arika over rebounds and assists. Griner and Jackson, my top two. More points or PRA or Griner. More points, rebounds, or rebounds by itself. And any of these 5 options, if there is a Gabi, you can take it. Protected play, I'm going with the full 5. And that rounds up my top picks for today. Obviously, not everything is posted yet. For WNBA, it's still early in the day, like I mentioned, it's 2 in the morning Pacific time, but these are the 5. I expect at least 4 of these to get bumped. So hopefully, mix and match, pick your favorite, make sure you opt in on your protected plays. Don't stress about it. It is protected. You get your money back. Other than that, if you're interested in the Discord, I am holding a promo code for new users, returning users, and obviously those who are in the quarter, you can use it for the next month. 50% off, $10. You get all the plays from across all platforms. Post daily, post pretty much a little bit of everything. PGA, tennis, KBO, obviously the main sports, NBA, MLB, and obviously WNBA, which was great last season for us. A couple esports as well. But other than that, please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support. Hope you all have a great weekend. And see you guys in the next one.